Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Stay tuned for Brewers baseball next. Brandon Woodruff gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
So stepping in, Ozzie Smith, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Right side, but it's well foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he popped him up. Yount into shallow center. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Enos Slaughter.
Digging in now, Enos Slaughter. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
One out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Dan.
Coming to the plate now, Stan Musial. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Standing in now, Rogers Hornsby, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kane going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's the Cardinals nothing and the Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bob Gibson, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Now batting, Robin Yount. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Brewers, the shortstop, Robin Yount.
Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It's been a slow start as they come in with just 1 win from their first 5 ball games. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Gibson continues what has been an incredible career on the mound. Looking at his lifetime totals, he's up over 250 wins, and I guess the question now is whether he'll make it all the way to 300. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Three and 1 to Robin Yount.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. In now is Lorenzo Cain. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Goldschmidt has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ryan Braun.
Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Here now the 2-2. is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. None left for Milwaukee. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Yadier Molina. In his career against this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6.
Yadier Molina.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
One ball, one strike to count. Molina takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Lou Brock.
So coming to the plate, Lou Brock. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Pitch on the way.
Ball.
The 1-0 home.
Drive.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. Lined but speared on a hop. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch coming, here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1-2.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Here it comes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In is Christian Yelich. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Christian Yelich is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
You're up.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2.
Ball. 20-12. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Oh, yeah.
Into the box, Omar Narvaez. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Now here's the pitch. Carpenter bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball. 20-12. 1-2 to count.
Hit to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Now at the plate, Lane Thomas looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 strike.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
The 3-1. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Riding in once again, Ozzie Smith flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the pitch. Late square, and this is popped up. Woodruff is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. So here is Avisail Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Garcia hits a little over the 270 mark. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Garcia is retired, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman.
Here's Eric Sogard. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Slaughter is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9, the first baseman, Justin.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
A bouncer to the left side. Carpenter has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Into the box now, Enos Slaughter. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
Stan Musial.
Stepping into the box, Stan Musial looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Now the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Digging in to try it again, Rogers Hornsby. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. 1 ball. No strike.
The 1-0. Ripped toward the gap in right. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So it's back to the top of the order now, and here comes the lifelong Brewer, Robin Yount.
The shortstop, Robin Yount.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Hornsby backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Digging in, Lorenzo Cain 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And the pitch.
Ball.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
That play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Ryan Braun. First things first, here's a throw over. From the belt, the pitch out, nothing doing.
1-0.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And here's Christian Yelich now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Kane leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Second home run early in the year. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
At the plate now, Keston Hiura. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready now, Lou Brock. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-0.
Ball. Ball.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Three and one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw.
1 ball, no strike.
And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Runner breaks for third. Strike taken, the throw. And he's called out on a close play at third. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is line to left. Braun is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 0-1 on its way. And right into the shift. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. Milwaukee leads it 2-0. So striding forward now, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
So here's Avisail Garcia, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. 2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And it's fouled away. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Into the box now, Eric Sogard. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Garcia, base runner at first with 1 out. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box now, Robin Yount, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 4-0 Milwaukee lead. Stepping into the box, Lane Thomas will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here now the 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Ozzie.
Digging in once again, Ozzie Smith. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Yount stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Enos Slaughter.
Ready once again, Enos Slaughter. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. From the stretch, runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different story if he took another couple feet off the bag.
The 0-1 on its way. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So a nice job there by the two-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Stan Musial, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-1.
Ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Rogers Hornsby. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hornsby is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
1-1 to count. Fouled off. Bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. John Gant is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
John Gant.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain.
The center fielder, Lorenzo.
First delivery to him on the way.
No.
The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Swung on and hit on the ground at the Wizard. Scooped up and a throw over by Ozzy's in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan.
Ready for another shot now, Ryan Braun. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Take your base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Christian Yelich will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out. So he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Outside, 3-0 now. His career numbers against this pitcher, not great. He's 1 for 8. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now. And oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate, Keston Hiura as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Settling in now, Omar Narvaez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Braun at second, Hiura at first, 2 out in the inning. A ball and a strike.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Center base hit. Braun is on his way home. He will score as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Standing in now, Avisail Garcia. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he popped him up. Smith over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full. Brewers are out in front, 5-0. Corbin Burns will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Corbin Burns.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Yadier Molina.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane on the move. He's there and records the 1st out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lou Brock.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock. First pitch on its way. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Alex Reyes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
The third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And the throw over by Ozzy's in time. 1 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Smoke. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Ball 1.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2. 2-0 to count. Ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next for Milwaukee, the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Robin Yount. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
3-1.
Lorenzo Cain will be next. Smoke, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Thomas calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So digging in now, Ryan Braun. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
No.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Christian Yelich. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a hard liner. But this is a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. A 1-1 to 1-2 now. 2 out, bases loaded. Lays off 2-2 now.
Ball.
3-2. He's taken this as far as it can go.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. In to score is the runner from first. It's 8-0.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Ryan Helsley enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So now to the plate, Keston Hiura, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Ball 1. And he fouls this one off. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
At the plate now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Lifted into center field. Thomas is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 9 and the Cardinals nothing. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. He'll start us off in the 8th.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
One and 0 pitch on the way.
Ball.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
No strike.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Here now the 2-2.
Down is full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Standing in, Lane Thomas. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No.
The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2.
2-0.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ha!
Carpenter gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Popped up. Smoke in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. To second for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get 1.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Striding into the box, Ozzie Smith. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Now to the plate, Enos Slaughter. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No.
Here it comes. 1-0.
Ball.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Brewers lead this one 9-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia.
The designated hitter, Avisail.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Musial has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Stepping up now, Eric Sogard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Thomas is there. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Smoke.
So 2 gone now in the Brewers half of the 8th. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yep.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oi.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Stan Musial starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch.
Ball. Ball 2. 2-0 to count.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is into left field. So the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
First delivery to him on the way. Rogers Hornsby is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Here comes Yelich, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Musial on at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 3-1. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle to second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The catcher, number 4. Molina.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yadier Molina. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, Lou Brock, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for ball 3.
3-0.
Now the 3-0 offering.
3-1.
This is pulled into right. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Milwaukee Brewers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Brandon Woodruff gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Corbin Burns takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
This afternoon for the victorious Brewers, 9 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.